We are going to school today here at Mountain Creek Ranch with the owner, Phil Malugin. So recently, we had the opportunity to learn how to cook in the kitchen with owner Kim Malugin, and now we're with the other half and owner Phil Malugin. And I am fascinated by the concept of all these wagons we've got running around here at the ranch, and all the guests that come, they get to get in these beautiful wagons and tour the place and go on all kinds of chuck wagon adventures. And at the front of every wagon is an amazing pair of horses. And we just kind of take that for granted as riders. We just get in the back of the wagon and go. But there's some magic, some science that goes into which horses, who gets paired with who, all that stuff. So teach me a little bit about what kind of horse it is and what your mental process is when you or Goober or whomever says, hey, let's pair these horses up and hitch them.
All right, well, fantastic. Terry, we have 3 teams of horses out here. One team is a big black Persian team.
Oh yeah, they're huge.
Almost, not quite, but almost the biggest among the horse species.
Yeah.
Second, which is real close in there, kind of in the top 3 or 4, is the Belgian horse, and that's another team that we have.
Okay.
The third team, now these are just smooth little operators. They're gypsy vanners, and they were originally from the Belgian. They came from the Clydesdales, and so they, as the gypsies actually were. Just making their way around what they did in Europe, they realized that the horses they had in the Clydesdales were too big.
Oh,
and,
so they,
the Belgians, and so they started sizing them down through a breeding process, and they came up with the Gypsy Vanner.
And the Gypsy has such a personality.
And so, yes, and so those are the 3 teams of horses that we have here, and it's real important. The largest of each team, so the teams all work together. We do not mix and match because it would take a little bit. They don't want to be paired up with somebody that is not a typical mate of theirs. Familiarity, they like the predictability of how each is going to work and so forth. Yeah, there you go. The largest of each team always goes on the right.
Okay. Why?
And it's just kind of part of how the team polls, and
and
just
it's
what
their
you're
familiarity all.
And it's all very important too that you get the exact same tack on the same horse.
Okay.
So we know that the largest one is on the right, so the tack that's fitted for that horse is always on the right, and then the left. And then as you start working the horses, one, they're familiar whenever you take every step like you're supposed to that process, but then a good driver makes sure that no horse gets lazy.
Okay.
And occasionally that happens. If the driver will let one horse do all the work, then they'll do their best to do their job, but a good driver keeps them working together. And what happens is they stay happy and they like working together. If one horse gets really lazy chronically and the other horse is doing all the work, they actually get angry at each other.
Sure they do, because the guy doing all the work is just like in the office.
That's it. Well,
the guy doing all the work going, hey man, why do I have to do all the work? I'm tired of being with you.
That's right. And I've had a little bit of experience in business, and it's so funny how closely this relates to good management.
Sure it does.
So a good driver keeps each horse pulling its weight and
doing what they do best.
And then literally what they're called is a team. The team stays happy.
That's amazing. And what I'm hearing, principles I'm hearing, change is a little tough to take.
Yep.
So the leader understands that and creates a safe environment for the horses to work in, and the predictability, the stability of leadership is important. The 2 horses trust you as the driver to not do anything stupid as well.
And if you change, if you need to change, you can do it. But what you need to understand as the driver is that if you introduce change. So you need to, one horse, for instance, on the team is down and whatever, you need to mix and match. You have to take a minute. You have to let the two new horses get comfortable. You might spend a little bit like driving them without the wagon, for instance, because you can just ground drive them is what it's called. And you're just behind them, you're driving them, letting them get used to each other, letting them know that, hey, this isn't all as bad as what it may look.
It's going to be okay.
Matter of fact, this horse over here may be a different color than you, but you can work together just fine.
It'd be just great.
Fine. Or, another nationality. It's okay.
It's okay.
One's
one
Belgian,
one Gypsum. Yeah.
Gypsies. But
Gypsy, yeah.
But the key is introduce the change slow, and then it doesn't take them long to adapt, and they will adapt to it. But if you want max performance, hitch the team, tack up the team, get to work, get the guest in the wagon and go, then you want
do the ones that are used to each other, proven performers.
Yeah.
The comfort level is high, and the trust in the driver, the trust in the leader matters.
That's right.
So many leadership lessons coming to us today. I'm going to help unpack that for us in just a moment. Thank you, Phil, so much for joining me today.
My pleasure.
I appreciate
it.
Let's take a quick break and shout out to our sponsor. Does your financial plan have purpose? TrueNorth Wealth and Impact focuses on learning about your goals, the people important to you, and the impact you want to make. Your purpose, your true north. Learn more at findtruenorth.com. So it was so fun to listen to Phil Melugin talk about how to hitch a team. And I think about the whole time I was listening, I was hearing all these leadership lessons coming out of the stories. And it was so similar to what we think about as leaders every day in our jobs. We have to look through the eyes of those we serve. We have to look through our associates' eyes and say, what are they nervous about? Who would they like to be paired up with? And is that what's right for the company? Is that what's right for our team? Do what you do best. Are we putting the best pairs together that have the highest level of performance and comfort with each other? So I think about those lessons, and I think there were really three that came through loud and clear for me. One is being aware of who we are pairing with each other. Are we pairing teams together to deliver the highest performance possible? Number two, change. Change is good, but change is not easy. So we have to constantly look through the eyes of our people and say, how are they accepting this change? And am I being that stable force? Even though change is happening, am I being the stable force that's allowing this change to be accepted and then tolerated and then embraced, and then the performance comes? And then the third key point is all about trust. Two-way trust. I trust that my pair that I've paired up is going to deliver that high performance because I've done all the work necessary to do that. But they trust me as the leader because I'm not spastic. I'm not taking them down dangerous paths. I am being that stable leader as well. So the trust grows and is two ways. I love the leadership lessons that we learn here at Mountain Creek Ranch. You guys come out and learn them right alongside me. We would love to see you here. Subscribe on our YouTube channel at Tails, Tails MCR, and we will see you next time. Thank you.